Did the filming of the Netflix show affect your racing performances last year? It did interfere with our weekends.
A few times me and Hamda were like, don't put this, don't put this.
Which is your favorite racing memory together?
We were lucky I didn't pick up a rock and threw it.
I was overtaking you and
No,
you
you
didn't give
didn't.
me
You
room.
kicked me out.
Would you ever face racism for being an Arab female driver?
Many times.
I do like chicken. She knows me more than I do. Stop it! Stop laughing!
Hi guys, so welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we'll be answering the Q&As you guys sent over in our group chat-ish.
So for the first question, what's your advice for Emirati girls who want to get into karting/racing?
So I'll give my advice and then Hamda will give hers. My advice is to start at rental karting. That's how I started. You know, learn the basics like racing line, apex, braking, you know, start getting experience in that. Join some SWS races, and then from there go into karting professionally, start competing, and then slowly, you know, start competing internationally, and then from there you can see which route you would like to go to, either it's into formulas or GTs.
I feel like if you start off in karting, that's the best option. Going straight to cars is a bit difficult because then you kind of skip the basics of learning racing lines, like Amna said. And yeah, I think we have 2 championships here in the UAE that you could join. It's called Rotax Max Challenge, and there's also the IAME X30 Challenge. Both really good championships where you could learn the basics of karting and racing in general. So yeah.
Next one.
Next question. Did the filming of the Netflix show affect your racing performances last year? Did it often interfere with your weekends? It did interfere with our weekends.
It did or didn't?
It did. Because sometimes, you know, we'd want to focus on the racing, but then the cameras are there. And, you know, they'd sometimes come and ask you questions in the middle of you doing data. So that kind of bothered us, but it got better throughout the season. I feel like in the first round, it was really bad.
Yeah, in the first round, they were too into us, like even when we were doing track walks.
Yeah, but then they slowly started to understand that we needed a bit of space.
Especially like if you had a really bad race and they start coming into you and you're in the heat of the moment and you don't know what you're saying, and a few times me and Hamda were like, don't put this, don't put this.
We were too angry probably after the race. But in terms of it affecting our performance, I don't think so.
No,
I didn't think of it, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, when we had Red Bull, they were very strict with them and gave them a set of like scheduled time interviews when they would like to interview us and when they would like to film us and when is it okay for them to come and record us without bothering us.
It was managed well, yeah.
Yeah, it was managed well, yeah. Question number 3, sorry.
How does it feel being a woman in motorsport? And they said that they're so proud of us. That's cute.
That's so cute.
Okay.
I mean, being a woman is already one thing, but being from the Middle East, still, you know, when we go to European races, we still get a lot of people underestimating us. There's always an excuse that they come from a wealthy family, they're not talented enough, they just have, you know, the money to be able to compete, which is not the case. We're just like any other racing driver. We are trying to find the budget. That's our background of it. I mean, kind of proved that when I stopped racing for 2 years because I had no budget.
How it feels being a woman in the sport, I feel like you need to gain respect from the other competitors. It gets, okay, stop annoying me. It gets a bit difficult, especially, yeah. Stop it! It's empowering in a way because I feel like we could inspire the next generation. Stop laughing! Is it because I repeat?
Yeah, she was too close to your face.
Let me repeat. It feels being a woman in the sport. I honestly, I don't know, when I first started in karting, me and Amna were one of the only females on the grid. But to me, it didn't really make a difference. I didn't feel like it was something, it wasn't something I thought of anyways to begin with. But slowly moving up the ladder, I realized that, yeah, like you need to gain respect from the others by performing well on track and by proving to the others that you belong there. And then I feel like when you put the helmet down, everyone is equal. I feel like we're all racing drivers trying to compete and get results in the end. Question: will you be releasing merch? Amna, way overdue. Way overdue.
I'm so busy with so many other things. It's so hard to find like someone who could be on top of everything for the merch, but inshallah I will find a good team who could help us do the merch soon.
Inshallah. We're gonna make it unique. We're gonna make it Gen Z. We're gonna make
Gen Z.
we're gonna make it cool. We're gonna involve Ruby as well.
Ruby! She's our mascot.
Yeah.
She's like, girl,
Girl, leave me alone.
where's my cut?
Next question. So first time you got really scared behind the wheel.
Ooh, for me, it was in rental karting the very first time. Actually, the very first time I went into rental karting, somebody hit me and I went straight into a barrier and I hurt my back. But then I wanted to do better so I could hit this person if I see them again.
Oh my god, that's not why you should think crazy. For me, I think the first time I ever got scared behind the wheel was when I had a brake failure. Yeah, going in Formula 4. It was a track called Vallelunga, and it was quite like there's two corners that are flat, and then you go to a really hard braking point. So you reach kind of like the top speed before the braking. And as soon as I went for the brakes, there was no brakes, and I went straight. And as soon as I touched the gravel, I just flipped like a couple times. I don't even know what happened. I like completely forgot. But yeah, that was I think the most scared I've gotten, because then the day after that I had to race. I had the race weekend, and I was stiff. Like I couldn't race.
Imagine, yeah.
What was the most difficult thing you faced while getting into racing as an Emirati woman? Sending support. Cute.
Oh, that's so cute.
This says racism, honestly, because one case that happened to us in karting in 2017, I think it's been less over the years, but that was like the worst I've heard, because I witnessed it while you were standing there. One guy like got angry at her and said something about her being from an Arab country, which was really
it was in the
racist.
World Finals in France, Miami International World Finals in 2017, and they told me that's why women in your country don't drive, and I'm just like, bro,
They flunked geography.
yeah, you need to go back to school because you need to get your geography right. But yeah, I mean like that was one case in the competition, and they didn't do anything for the driver. They just gave him a warning.
We got something harsher.
He
to be
should have
honest.
had a race ban, to be honest, because that was pure racism. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't just that he said. There were so many things he said.
And like swearing on top of that as well.
Yeah, so many cases. Like, we could go on and on and on.
Okay, next. How old are you guys?
I'm 25.
And I'm 22. I'm gonna turn 23 in a month. What has been the most challenging thing in your career?
The most challenging thing in our careers would be, honestly, to find the support financial wise. Racing is super expensive, and I managed to have a few sponsors, but it's still, not enough. So a bit comes out of my pockets from brand collaborations that I do. I take a certain percentage from those brand collaborations and I put it into the racing so I could, be able to finish the full price. So I would say lack of budget and lack of testing. Our competitors are always on track almost every single week, and for us it's too expensive to afford test days. So we would be driving after a season is over. We'd be driving after 4 or 5 months, like before the race season starts by like 3 days. We're testing, so that's another case.
I think also my dad helped from his own pocket, obviously, throughout the years of racing, but then it only reaches a certain limit where it's like
Too much.
So compared to obviously a lot of people who can't continue in the sport, I feel like we were fortunate to come from a background where we were able to start in karting and also move up the ladder. But then, the higher you go, the more expensive it gets. And then, my dad can't spend from his pockets forever. And they can't spend from our pockets forever. So, sometimes you do need the financial backing, even though you come from a good background. Unlimited budget, what's your perfect 3-car garage? Ford Raptor, number 1.
It's because of her fiance. He has a Ford Raptor.
Yeah, it's so cool. Okay.
I'll take a Zonda.
A Zonda.
Pagani Zonda.
What else? McLaren 765 LT.
Ooh, that's good.
That's a nice one.
Yeah.
And
For me, it
then-
will be the Ferrari 812 Competizione.
Okay, nice.
That's my
Ferrari.
dream car.
You know what's my dream car?
Hmm.
Third car, since it's unlimited budget. Ferrari 250 GTO. Look,
Oh, wow.
it's lovely. If it was unlimited budget, that would. Okay, next. Who is your inspiration?
My inspiration would be my dad. He's my biggest inspiration.
For me, it would be.
Really?
Oh
my god.
Oh, I bet she's cute
Oh my
on
God,
camera.
no.
She's not insulting me on camera. That's so nice. Okay, which all-time F1 driver is your favorite?
For me, it would be Max Verstappen, like on and off track.
I think the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, Max Verstappen. But for the sake of my fiance, Charles Leclerc. I have to, otherwise he'll kill me when he sees this video. Where can we watch your Le Mans races? Okay, they weren't streamed
Yeah.
because Le Mans was the only race out of the whole championship that wasn't streamed.
If you would like to watch the rest of the races, usually you can go to YouTube, Ligier European Series, and you'll find the live streams there.
Yeah.
Or we can post the links on our
Socials.
Instagram, on our socials, for you guys to watch the live streams. But we try our best. Usually they post the live streams once we're already in the car. So we'll try our best. But if not, you can check either Ligier European Series Instagram or check their YouTube. You'll find the live streams there.
And if you really want to watch anything about Le Mans race weekend, for us, we do have a YouTube video. You should go ahead and watch that if you're interested in the Le Mans race. When can we have the pleasure to see you racing at the Bahrain circuit? We did race there.
We did
in the
race there
past,
in
but
F4 Saudi. It was like a
trophy round kind of
trophy
thing.
round, yeah.
Yeah.
We did the F4 Saudi there.
Yeah, it was fun. I really love the circuit.
The circuit was our first time and it was so nice.
Really, really nice. And I hope to race there in the future again.
Yeah,
Inshallah.
same, inshallah, one day.
Comfort food.
Ooh, sushi.
Ooh, that's a good one. Pasta. I think I really like pasta.
No, you like chicken.
I do like chicken. She knows me more than I do. If you were team principal, who would you pick as your drivers, reserve driver, and engineer from F1 Academy, F2, or F1? My drivers are gonna be Carrie Schreiner, Carrie Schreiner, and Amna. Yeah,
I did
these
not
are my
expect
two
that.
drivers. Because I'm gonna torture them, and then I'll have. Okay.
I'll do my
Your
drivers as well.
Okay.
So I'll do Lena Buhler
Oh.
and Hamda.
Okay.
And my reserve will be Emily.
Yeah. My reserve is. I'm thinking. Who's my reserve driver? Jessica Edgar.
Okay. And my engineer would be...
Put everyone from F1 Academy instead.
Yeah.
My engineer would be.
For me, it would be Chloe Grant. She's really good at looking datas.
She?
Yeah, she's detailed. Like, I like how she talks, you know? The way she talks, it's so detailed, it's so specific.
You're right.
Like, on top of everything. So I would like her to be my engineer. Just, you know, short, simple, straight to the point.
I'm gonna make my engineer Fran. Francesco Rubio. Next question. How did y'all meet? Amna, Hamda, and Emily. Besties!
So, the first year of F1 Academy, when we signed with MP, we flew to do a seat fit at the workshop, and we met Emily actually when we were at a restaurant. We were having
It was so random.
dinner. It was so random. We were just having dinner, and then there was like a party happening in the restaurant, like close to us, and we just see Emily walk in and saying hi to us.
Yeah.
And we thought she was really nice because we did not expect her.
Yeah, she did not
Yeah.
expect her to even say hi.
Yeah.
She just saw us, she sat next to us and introduced herself,
Yeah.
said hi.
And then she invited us to do some karting.
I met her before that though.
Oh yeah, you met
I met her in F4 UAE. I was, again, so random. I was walking by and her coach said, "Oh, Hamda, do you know any place to eat in Kuwait?" and stuff like that, and started the convo. And Emily was just sitting there on the chair, she was just looking at me. And then her coach was like, "Emily, talk to her." And then we just started talking. It was so funny and awkward, but it was funny. And then I walked
Yeah.
away, and from there we didn't know we were gonna be teammates.
And then she invited us to do some karting. I didn't have my race suit, so she gave me hers.
It was so funny.
It fit.
Yeah.
She had a race suit when she was like 12, and it fit me. It doesn't fit her anymore. And then we went to her house for lunch, and her mom made a few burgers. It was just for the family, like four of them.
They didn't know we were
They didn't know
coming
we
over.
were coming, and I ate her brother's burger, and he was really upset. And then we laughed about it like the whole day because we saw him come in, and he was
It was upset. Until today, we laugh about it. It's so funny. But yeah, we instantly clicked with her, I think.
Yeah, very instant.
Yeah. Have you ever faced racism for being an Arab female driver?
Many times. All walks of life.
What was your favorite and least favorite thing about filming F1 Academy? Favorite thing is that I was able to tell my story on a big screen, on a screen that I have been watching like many people's stories told on for a long time, and so to be able to see that my story is there, that's really nice. But the only thing that least favorite thing, I would say it got a bit annoying. Every race weekend we had to like sit and talk to a camera and talk to a camera and talk to a camera. So I feel like very time consuming and kind of draining because it's a bit yeah, that's it.
I feel like the most favorite thing is when we were able to be ourselves. We don't have to act in certain situations. But the least favorite thing would be we had so much content filmed that they did not end up
which
being on camera.
we wished it was on, but
but it didn't end up on Netflix. But actually, they made me film in the cold without a jacket, and I get really sick quickly. Like
you did get sick that weekend. Was Zandvoort?
It was in Zandvoort, and it was in the UK when they wanted me to film at Red Bull, and I got sick twice.
But they didn't put any of that.
And they didn't put it, so I got
That's funny.
sick for nothing. The other series, they're more professional in terms of rules. Like there's no thrown penalties just like that for no reason.
So angry about the penalties
because it was for no reason, and then they come and they apologize. Yeah, you were right. After what? I mean, it's so obvious.
Yeah, I think mostly the first year was a bit complicated, especially Valencia. That track was penalties everywhere.
I had a podium.
I think for me, like racing in other categories, there are like 30 plus drivers, and you have different teams. F1 teams aren't involved, or there's not much pressure as well. Yeah, not much pressure, and it's also not in a world scale. Like you have the other categories, they're streamed online, but not in the scale that F1 Academy is. So we do get a lot of criticism, like if we do make mistakes on track. So I was a bit cautious throughout the whole year because I was afraid of making stupid mistakes that would be caught on camera and then I would get like told off. So yeah. What's your dream team to race for? Ferrari!
Oh my god, because we're fiancé.
No, I just actually love Ferrari as a team.
Really?
Yeah, who doesn't?
Even if they do mistakes?
It doesn't matter, it's Ferrari. Depression. Okay, how can you be this funny? I know.
No, they're talking about me.
Which is your favorite racing memory together?
Our favorite memory racing together, my favorite would be in karting when we both got into the same category. She just moved into juniors with me and she took me out.
I didn't take her out.
She did.
I didn't take you out.
That was my favorite memory because I sat down by the marshal post and every time she'd cross, I'd look at her and I'd give her this glare. You know, like... You were lucky I didn't pick up a rock and threw it at you.
I was overtaking you and you didn't give me room.
Took me out.
I was literally head at the apex and you didn't give me enough room. And you turned in on me and you boink.
No.
So that's not my problem.
No.
Even the stewards didn't give me penalty.
Yeah, because they said it's a family issue.
Okay, I'm now. It's fine. The past is in the past.
Thank God we're teammates.
How can you deal with the pressure and stress often? I used to like stress so much over the like results even before I even race. So I used to like be very nervous and anxious. But then after I broke my arm, after I injured myself, I started to like it was like a kind of a wake-up call, and I started to think like, okay, Hamza, you need to enjoy the sport. You cannot just keep thinking about the result. And then I also like started to be like what could be worse than breaking your arm?
Yeah.
So then I would go in and just drive.
Exactly.
Because what could be worse than that?
It happened once, you know.
Yeah.
Just once.
So then I'm like, it's okay. At least every time I go in the car, okay, I get nervous sometimes, but that's normal nerves. But it's not to a point where like I overthink of it too much.
I just don't really focus too much on the results. I just focus on me, enjoy the race, enjoy the drive, you know. Especially in F1 Academy, not everyone gets to race on the same weekend as F1. So instead of dwelling on something I can't control, like my engine, I was like, you know what? just enjoy, just have fun. Like what happens happens. You're in the back because of this and you can't do much about it. Do some overtakes, learn, try to extract most out of the car. Really like develops your driving skills, because then when I went into Ligier European Series, I was immediately like really fast because I learned from F1 Academy. Even with a bad engine, I extracted the most out of my driving and overtaking, so it helped me a lot also with managing traffic now with endurance racing. So bad that happens to you that you dislike, it could be for a good reason. Or for a better outcome. This is part 1 of the Q&A that we just answered, and we hope you guys enjoy it. Sorry we look a bit tired. We tried so hard to film this for the past few days, but we got really busy and she was very lazy.
I wasn't lazy.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and thank you guys for the questions. If you guys have anything else to ask, you know, feel free to ask questions in the comments, and we could also answer and include those in our next video. Bye.